Some people accidentally make their migraine worse. Just like some people accidentally burn rice, confidently, repeatably, repeated, and with full conviction that nothing is wrong. That's fine. I'm not judging. I'm just saying. Let's talk about the everyday mistakes that many people are making, and perhaps you are making it without even realizing. Do you find that your headache happens more even when you're trying your best? Sometimes it's not the big things, it's the tiny little things hiding in plain sight. I get how frustrating it is when you feel like you're trying everything and nothing is shifting. Nothing is shifting the pain. You're not lazy. You're not doing it wrong. You've simply not been shown the simple habit that quietly fuels head pain. I'll share with you three of the mistakes that or the habits that is likely in your life that is fueling your head pain. This is part of a 5-step, or shall I say 5 key framework that I call the gray matter. And the first mistake is one that I hear a lot from many people. And this mistake is complaining. Yeah, that's right. Complaining. Constant complaining, you stress. And you know that stress is a known trigger. Gratitude redirects your focus from the pain that you're feeling to progress. And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about this toxic positivity kind of situation express. No, it's not about pretending, but rather about noticing what is good around you. Noticing what is still good around you, even when you say, Gospel, there is nothing good happening around me. If you sit down and think enough, you will find something good. Noticing that and being grateful about it, what it does is that it changes your physiology and your pain perception. The second mistake is your gut. Your gut and your brain are in constant conversation with each other. You've got the gut-brain axis going on. A poor gut, a poor gut can block medication absorption. So if your gut is not healthy, it can block medication absorbing. And if you're taking these synthetic medications or even natural medications or supplements, they will not work because the state of your gut is just put. So the medication, the supplements, the nutrients cannot absorb properly to go to all the different cells of your body. And when your gut health is really poor, you have basically worsens inflammation and it triggers attack. You get example, migraine attacks. what you need to do is you need to rebalance your gut health. And what that looks like, it involves starting very simply with some tweaks, very simple tweaks. Hydration. How hydrated are you? I know not many people like to hear go and drink water. I'm raising my hand. I don't like hearing you telling me that because half the time I've already drank water. So I'm thinking to myself, do you really think that I'll be here telling you, oh, I've got a headache and not have drunk water already? Sorry, I had to laugh because that's one of my pet peeves. Your eating habit. What are you eating? When are you eating it? Are you eating clean? There is eating clean and there is eating clean. You know what I'm saying? Um, are you avoiding common triggers? Do you know if food is related to your triggers? What environmental toxins are you using constantly that could be causing you to have migraine attacks? Some other common food and drink triggers are red wine, cheese, and processed foods. MSG, that food enhancer that makes that takeaway that you just had delicious and wanting you to take more. Start paying attention to how you feel after consuming that. How do you feel after? If you feel really dehydrated, that's the third. The third one that I want to share with you is toxins. I've hinted on it already in the previous mistake, but you've got to look at the toxins because from the harsh cleaning products that you're likely using to clean your bathroom, your toilet, even wash your dishes, to the products that you're putting on your face, your eyes, your hair, those can be triggers for many people. A lady that I interviewed said one of her triggers was dyeing her hair when she was a lot younger. She always liked to dye her hair, and she didn't know that that wasn't a good practice. There is a particular chemical in the dyes that they put, especially the dyes to change the color of your hair. For her, that chemical was a trigger. Once she stopped dyeing her hair, she has not had migraine, and she's in her she might watch this video, so she's likely in her 50s. You know yourself. So evaluate what you are putting in your mouth, on your skin, on your hair. Evaluate that. Emotional toxins as well, emotional baggage. Holding on to that, holding on to unforgiveness is a common mistake that many people make. And offense has become almost like a badge of honor in today's society. And the thing is, the part that really baffles my brain cells is that people are offended for something that is not directly, that doesn't directly affect them. I don't understand that bit. I really do not understand that bit. Do you know that that's causing the toxins to continuously build up in your body? Unforgiveness is another one. This is one that is part of my ministry. Forgiveness and healing. Because forgiveness is super difficult to do, but we are required to do it. Because guess what? How does it go? To forgive is to set someone free, only to realize that the person was you. Think about that. So imagine not forgiving someone and you think that that's affecting that person. No, you're the one still in jail. You're the one still in prison. When this revelation came to me years ago, I was like, I will be selfish enough to forgive. And the thing is, once you make the decision, once you choose to forgive, the freedom that you have is amazing. And it's a process, it's a journey that you continuously have to keep saying to yourself, I forgive, I forgive. Because guess what? The devil is going to come back to you and keep telling you, reminding you all the things that the person did. So you've got to reply the devil back. Holding on to offense, bitterness, it's all toxic. And for some people, it can cause a lot of ailment, including migraine. These toxins multiply pain. And guess what? You cannot heal in a toxic environment. That is not possible. You have to remove the toxins from your body. Remove the toxins from your life. Identify these toxins and remove them. Identifying it could be during that 12-week process of your journaling and keeping track. That's when you can start doing this. And you have to pray. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. I suggest or recommend prayer, asking your friend, the Holy Spirit, to bring to your memory all the people that have offended you, all the offense that you're holding on to, all the indirect or direct offenses, all the indirect offenses. Ask the Holy Spirit to remind you of all of that, and you write them down and start walking through them step by step, removing them. And there's a whole process to doing all that. Identify and remove all the poisons that is silently killing your peace. This process is not easy, very emotional and draining. And that is why I created the Migraine Relief Mastery Program, to help you break these patterns, to stand with you as you identify and crush these toxins and create new habits and routines that work for your brain and your body. We're done allowing all these things to work against us. We're ready to move forward. It's not through being perfect, not through perfection. We're not about that life. We are more about progress. Progress through being aware. When you start spotting all these small, tiny, invisible mistakes, for example, dehydration, skipping meals, poor sleep routine, holding on to unforgiveness, indirect offenses, and you start screening your habit, you start noticing toxic behavior that you're holding on to, or you are getting certain information, revelation, you're changing your meal patterns, you're on the journey to gaining back control. And suddenly you realize that this pain is not that random. You realize that it's explainable, it's predictable, and guess what? It's preventable. And this is when you start living your days with energy and relief instead of walking around waiting for the next attack to hit you. In this video, I break down the 3 keys to help you to start your journey to relief and get relief. Watch this video next.